Hi guys, my name is Geeta and I am dedicated to nurturing your creative and spiritual pursuits, and one of the best ways I know to nurture my own creative spirit is to get my buns on the yoga mat. So this is just a short 10-minute practice designed for those who are very new to yoga, or if you're like me and you worked out yesterday and you're sore and you're a little tired and you're just looking to work out the kinks. This is kind of what I call my rolling around on the floor, moving and breathing practice. There's this amazing structure called fascia, and it's a connective tissue, kind of like saran wrap, that wraps all around the muscles and organs of the body. And the really cool thing about fascia is that we can mechanically manipulate it towards a state of health. So say you look at someone who's had a shoulder injury. If you were to peek inside their body, you would find that the area of injury, the fascia in that area, is all rumpled and crumpled like, fabric, just squeezed and gnarled and thick and dense. If you look on the healthy shoulder, the fascia would look like this smooth, lovely piece of silk, just lovely thin filament. And so by the mechanical moving and breathing, stretching and moving in these sort of very linear and fluid motions, you can mechanically soothe your own fascia if you're getting over an injury, or you're trying to prevent injury, or you're just trying to keep those kinks like from sitting and all of that in the lower back from developing. So as you move through this with me, every breath you take is an opportunity to smooth that fascia. And isn't that a beautiful thing? So let's get right to it. Find a comfortable seated position. This is one of my favorites. You can do crisscross applesauce. You can do this practice, begin it sitting in a chair. Another favorite one for a lot of my particularly older students is the W sit. You can sit in a chair if you want. You can lie down if you want. The point is to be steady and to be comfortable. So to begin, find wherever you're going to sit. And just take a moment to drop in. Know that these next 10 minutes are all for you, just to reset your system. Allow your eyes to close. Allow your hands to soften. Allow the jaw, cheeks, lips, and tongue to release and drop any tension. Let the shoulders relax a bit, releasing any holding in the hips and legs, even the feet and toes. If it helps, you can always sort of wiggle that body part and move it a little bit, just encouraging it to drop the tension of the day. Deep cleansing inhale, and smooth, long, quiet sigh out through the mouth. To get the brain focused and to shift from doing into being, and to warm up your breath, we're going to do 3 ohms together. Focusing, we don't care what it sounds like, you're going purely for the feeling of the vibration in your body, of the sound, and working on your breath through sound. Inhaling deeply. Adding movement to the breath now, inhaling arms up and overhead, and exhaling them back to center. As much as possible, continue inhaling up, exhaling down. I recommend you do this practice with your eyes closed, so you're focusing on what your body needs. You can always open them and peek at what I'm doing, and then as soon as you have a vibe of the movement, just close the eyes and pay attention to your own body, your own practice. Inhaling up Exhaling down. One more. Inhaling fresh healing energy. Exhaling any stress, tension, frustration. Another deep cleansing inhale. And smooth and quiet exhale. Right hand goes to the mat. Left arm inhales up. And then exhales up and out. So not a side hunch. We don't need any more hunching. Reaching up and out, feeling your outer hip, your right hip releasing into the mat. Reaching through the fingertips, feeling the side ribs opening and responsive to the inhale. And relaxing on the exhale. One more inhale here. Exhale. Now challenge yourself, float that palm up. Come back up to center, and then switching sides. Deep inhale here. Smooth, quiet exhalation. If your breath follows a different pattern than my cue, inhaling, just let it be that, and exhale. Always follow your own breath. You can always let my instruction fade to the background and follow what your own body and breath needs. Flip the palm that's on the floor. Challenge yourself here and think up and out. Find your length and strength. Beautiful. Making your way now to hands and knees. If you have any wrist issues, make fists with your hands and just have the thumbs pointing forward. So if you don't like having your wrists bent, just do that. If even that feels yucky, go down on your forearms and do the movement from there. Or you can do this move sitting in a chair, doing it like this. You get the same benefit. Again, you want to be steady and comfortable. That is actually the definition of a yoga pose or a yoga asana, is to be steady and comfortable. So use that as your guide. Whatever hand position works for you. Nice neutral spine. Enjoy an inhale. Exhale, rounding the spine, moving into what we call cat. That was an exhale. If I messed up your breath, sorry. Inhale deeply here. Chest forward and up. Abdomen releases towards the mat. Exhaling into frightened cat. Inhaling cow. And just continuing at your own pace. You can go as fast or as slow as you like. See what feels good to you. And as you're moving and breathing, now think of the fascia in the lower back, particularly. Every time you do this movement, you're smoothing that connective tissue, eliminating tension, preventing injury, and promoting a state of healing in the body. A few more here. Adding a bit more movement to it, swinging the hips to one side, gazing over, opening up the side body, hips to the other side, gazing over. One of my favorites is to inhale cow. Exhale towards child's pose. Your body may come here. You may feel like, ouch, that really hurts. If so, you can always do cow and then just go back a little bit. The important thing is that you're moving and breathing and you are steady and comfortable. Inhaling, exhaling. Now let's really get into that fascia and do a few circles. You're just circling your hips. Loosen it on up. If you're like me, you sit a lot, right? You drive, you sit in chairs. Undulate around a little bit. Your body is something like 80% water. Allow that fluid to move. Allow the fascia to smooth. And one more. Beautiful. If you take child's pose, if it feels comfortable, come on back. If this does not feel good, keep the hips up. Make fists with the hands and hang out here. You get the same benefit. Just adapt the yoga for your body. Wherever you are, a few deep breaths. Each exhale releases tension. Each inhale draws in fresh energy. Whenever you find your next exhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. If you're like this, it will look like this. If you're on your heels, it'll come here. Rolling up. Make your way to standing. There you are. A few sun breaths here, just inhaling up, exhaling down. One more inhale, feel that you're clearing the entire system as you do this. Now, one of my favorite moves. Your left leg goes over the right, and your palms come together. A little bit twist. Isn't this elegant? I love this pose. Little side bend. If you are not feeling very much here and you want to feel more, you can always turn your chest to the sky and tip over a bit more. It might be quite challenging for you just to stay right here. Again, are you steady? Are you comfortable? Inhaling and exhaling. Release the pose. And other side. Just reverse whichever way your hands were. So it's just palms together, crisscrossy, applesaucy, until I teach kids. And go the other way. Inhaling. Opening up the side body. Exhaling, releasing any tension. Inhaling. Exhaling back to center. A few half-ish sun salutations here. We're not lunging, doing any of that. Again, this is a really gentle, easy practice. Feet directly under the hip pointers. Feet rooted into the earth. Pick up the toes, spread them really wide. Then set them back down, crown of the head rising. Take an inhale. Exhaling. Interlock your thumbs, stretching arms out and up, taking a nice big breath in. Exhale here, really feel your feet rooting into the earth, fingertips rising, and see if you can get your feet, keep facing the way you're facing, keep your feet rooted into the earth and your fingertips extending without just hitching up out of the shoulders. See if you can find that length in the spine rather than through the active fingers. But keep your arms and shoulders into alignment, not pulling yourself. So feet rooting in, fingertips reaching. If you have no lower back issues, no bulging discs, no sciatica, you can feel free to do a back bend. If you have some lower back issues, just extend and enjoy that traction. Either one, extending or back bending back. And here we're going to swan dive. Arms come out into T, hinge forward, releasing, put a nice bend in the knees. And then flow with the breath. Inhale, extending halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, extending. Exhale, release. Inhale, extending. Exhale, release. Bend in the knees and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Feel as though you're stacking your vertebrae like gold coins. Coming all the way up, arms swan up. And exhaling down. One of my favorite poses ever is triangle pose. So, right toes go out. Left toes can either be parallel with the mat or turned a bit in. And then check your feet. Your heel should be drawing a straight line to the instep of the back foot. Because if you're too far this way, you'll tip that way. If your foot's too far that way, you'll tip that way. So you want this heel to be lined up with the instep of the back foot. Little check of the hips, that you're not too hey. Hips aligned, hands to heart center. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Reach towards your right foot. Keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. Extend through the fingertips. When you can't reach anymore, flip your palms towards the front of your mat and then hinging over. This may be your point of comfort and you need to place a hand somewhere gently for a little support. You can use blocks or books or a chair. I've got a piano over there I can put my hand on. If your body's ready to and it feels good, you can come all the way down. Again, are you steady? Are you comfortable? Wherever you've landed, if you're an inch into the pose or 6 inches, doesn't matter, wherever you are, inhale. And exhale. Feel the side body expanding. And exhale. Coming back up slowly, elegantly. Flip-flop your feet. Inhaling up. Exhale, releases the hands to parallel. Reach. Hinge. And celebrate where you are. Smooth, steady breaths. Inhaling up. Exhaling, hands, heart center. Heels, toes, heels, toes, heels, toes. Stepping back to your mat, making your way to Advasana, a relaxation pose on your abdomen. My favorite way to get down, tuck the chin to the chest, roll down, soft knees. Once you find the floor, just simply, organically crawl forward. Enjoy the letting go that occurs when you intentionally lie down. Make a pillow with your hands, rest there for a moment. Legs are together. Forehead's on the mat. Hands under the shoulders. Inhaling up into Cobra. Inhale the neck forward and then up and out. In this variation, the legs are quite relaxed. There's no weight or pressure in the hands at all. Just focusing on bringing the shoulder blades together in the back body. Chest is opening forward. Neck is long. This is a less active expression of Cobra than actively pushing. Again, we're just going for some gentle soothing of the fascia. Inhale just a bit higher. Exhale down. Inhaling up. Exhale down and turn your cheek to one side. Now you're smoothing the fascia of your neck as you do this. Inhaling up. Soothing any neck tension. Exhaling down. Placing your head to the other side. Inhale to come up. And finding your version of child's pose, remembering that being here is awesome if that's where your body is, or coming back into a different expression. Rolling up one vertebrae at a time, hips go to one side, legs out in front. Slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time, coming into the mat, knees come into the chest. Now really soothe that fascia. Those same circles that we did in cat-cow with the hips undulating, I'm doing here, but now you have the advantage of the floor on your lower back, helping to mechanically soothe and smooth all of the connective tissue. Oh, this feels so awesome. I like to do this one in bed. But actually on a hard floor, it's even better. But this is a great one to do, I find, before bed and then when I wake up in the morning. The older I get, the more I'm finding that my tissues always need a little reminder after sleep to really release, particularly if I've been working out or very busy. That's my own little head adjustment there. We're not doing sit-ups, don't worry. Extend your left leg long. Right knee comes into your chest. Both feet are flexed and active. And just enjoy that little bit of compression there in the abdomen, helping the digestion. Arms out in a T, inhale. As you exhale, just allow the leg to drape over the left side of the body, moving into the spinal twist. Gaze can either be at the ceiling, over the opposite shoulder, or towards the knee that's bent. Again, what feels good for your neck, what is steady and what is comfortable. If your hand is winging out here in space, or if you have a shoulder issue, it's just hanging out here, put it alongside the body, keep that joint safe, or rest it on the floor. Again, adjust the pose for your practice. Whenever you find an exhale, allow the exhale to bring your knee to center, extending the leg long, and then left side. Knee into chest and just enjoy that hug there, keeping both feet flexed. Draping over to the opposite side now, spinal twist, opposite side. Each breath, any area of tension, just imagine the breath going there and soothing that connective tissue, soothing any area of tightness and tension. Whenever your next exhale arises, the exhale will simply float you back to center. A brief set to Bandha, bridge pose. Feet close to the hips, and then just rolling up. Slowly rolling up. Just take a moment here, inhaling. Exhale and just roll down. One more time, knees into the chest, releasing the lower back. Then release the right leg to 45 degrees and down. Left leg to 45 degrees and down. Arms alongside the body, palms up. Let the eyes close. And just take a moment here to let your body absorb and enjoy the benefits of your mini yoga class. Just do a little gentle body scan, releasing any tension from the toes and legs, from the back, the abdomen, arms and chest, eyes, top of the head. Let everything settle and relax. Just one quiet minute here. Just watching your body relaxing. You're welcome to stay here. Just stop the video and keep on resting. Or if it's time for your body and mind to move on, just roll to one side. Gently pushing yourself up to a seated position. Knowing that the quieter you keep yourself after your yoga class, even a short yoga class, the more your body will continue to absorb the benefits. So either continue in Shavasana, have a sit for a brief meditation, or carry the spirit of your calming and grounding, gentle yoga practice with you through the rest of your day. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace to you. Thank you for practicing with me today. Mwah.